here is the entry point for the program. Here we are maintaining the state, which is the controls, everything that happens on the board. The pegs represents all of the colorful objects that you see, and as well as some other stuff that's three.js oriented. I recommend reading the three.js documentation if you're interested in learning about that. And our structure is we have the main file and every one of our functions. We're doing something either three.js oriented or game oriented, which is going to manipulate the state, and then the function will return the state back to the main area. And all of our actions are bound by these event listeners. That's a very broad overview of the game that I've created. It's pretty unconventional. Not a lot of people making games like this. So three.js itself is open source. My game is currently not open source. I'm currently looking into whether or not I should do that technically, because I do have some aspirations to put this game online, let people play it, and I do plan on owning it. So I'm not sure if open sourcing is the right path for me. But I will announce if I do plan that. And certainly there will be projects in the future that will be open source here on Coding Things in Real Life. Currently, I am trying to chase down some bugs. I briefly touched on it yesterday, but it's not something I'm easily able to figure out. And what it appears as is sometimes I'm not able to, like right here, I'm not able to get rid of these objects. And now this zoom is kind of goofy. Reset zoom would be pretty soon. I'll just reset the game. I didn't design the controls. That's all three.js out of the box stuff. So I think what it is if I create like a triangle with this height and radius, right? And then I reduce the height and the radius. See, I can't erase that anymore. So that's the problem. And I think it's only triangles. Which is weird. Thank you so much, Prashant. It's been a couple of months in development, so hard work, patience, and having a good plan really helps. That's why humans will always be one step ahead of AI. This kind of plan is very complex. I mean, it requires a broad overview of what you're going to do before you do it. You're able to do that even if you don't, like I didn't know how to do three.js before I started. I just kind of hacking my way through making something that looks decent. And I like the outcome, I really do. I don't want to brag or whatever, but I'm into it, you know what I mean? It's fun, and if I can get these bugs worked out, I think it's going to be really cool, and I can't wait for you guys to be able to play it. Alright, so the bugs that I'm talking about. Is a triangle in shapes here. Let me go to that. So the way I've attempted to organize this is I have shapes, and the shapes are decoupled from the drawing, but they're not. And that's something that I might spend some time on stream dealing with, because I think that's having a problem. If I can just separate the function of the shape, just completely abstract it out into its most bare bones function, just a function that takes an x and a y and a radius for a circle or whatever for width and height for rectangle, and then returns a vec3 based on those, but based on the x and the y. Actually, it can just take a vec3. Yeah. Anyway, if I could just do that, then that would be ideal, rather than what I have here, which is I actually draw inside of these functions. Anyway, whatever. So add triangle. What's going on with that? So we have point is selected, not position out of bounds. That stuff is good. Everything looks fine. Everything looks completely fine. We're not fixing. Maybe we need to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I know what's going on. That should be it. But I'm a little skeptical. So this function is supposed to adjust the position given within a formula, one of these formulas, to one of the fixed grid positions, because they're just really oddly measured. All right, so let's see the effect. Triangle, height, width, filled. Okay, still good. We can still erase it. Oh, did we fix it? I don't know. We'll have to see if we fixed it. Feels like it's fixed. Get a really odd number on the height. Yeah, look. I think it's fixed. I think that was all we needed to do to fix it. I'll have to do some more testing, but yeah, I think that's it. What do we got? Prashant, you motivated me. I'm learning data engineering and stuff. Just picked up and now figuring out stuff and learning along with it. Yeah, man, that's the way to go. Jump right into it. You're not gonna know what you're doing. Just keep dumbing it down until you get to your level, and then eventually build yourself up. If you go to the, I think I recorded myself when I first started with these this 3.js, and it's really painful to watch. I'm really struggling, and that's normal. It doesn't mean I'm stupid or anything. It just means that I'm in the beginning, and that should be expected. And that doesn't mean I shouldn't jump into. I think a lot of people are hesitant to do new things because they feel like it's not their place or it's not for them or something like that. And that's just absolutely the wrong way of thinking. Just jump into it, man. That's what I say. Okay, but I'm glad you're doing it, man. I really am. People are waking up and realizing that all the naysaying that's been going on about AI and taking people's jobs, that's all been just a bunch of bullcrap. Or at least so far it has. I think that most people are more worthy than they think. Probably most people are in the wrong place though, so it makes them feel, you know what I mean, like they're wrong, but they're not wrong. All right, let's see. There's more bugs here. I know that there are. There's one where the whole game crashes, and it goes to white screen. And I know that this filling method, filling in all these points like this, is not good. At the very least, filling in all the points is not good for the circle. And then for the rectangle, I think it's going to be okay. have a triangle and I get like freaking, there's another error. See that? I think I have the same issue on the rectangle that we just fixed with the triangle. So if I put down the triangle, I can erase that, and then I make a bigger triangle. I can still erase it, right? Yeah. Not this rectangle right now, because I did not call that adjust fixed position function. Alright. Just use AI for productivity and output boost, not as a direct replacement. Yeah, that's mostly true. There have been cases, though, when Copilot just flat out solves something for me. Or ChatGPT just flat out solves something for me. For example, I was making that pool game in Python, and I didn't know how to do the collision detection algorithm. ChatGPT fully integrated that in my game, and it took a couple of tries, don't get me wrong. But, and what was crazy was I was telling, like, it took a couple of the first tries where, you know, I ran the game with the algorithm, and the balls bounced volatilely, like just everywhere, just all over the place, clearly wrong. And I said that I was like, the balls are bouncing violently to ChatGPT, and the next iteration it got it right. It was crazy. It got it right just by me describing what was wrong with what it looked like. It was that, I mean, that was a pretty probably unique scenario. That doesn't normally happen for me. Normally it's just complete hogwash, but that was crazy. And so I would always just keep yourself open and kind of change the way that you use AI. You know, it's always changing, so it might surprise you and it might disappoint you. It's really weird. There's really nothing like it in the world. I mean, just imagine if you had like a phone and it worked sometimes. Sometimes it's like magic, you know, like some kind of crazy magic 8-ball or something. It's not magic, but the way that it behaves is in its lack of predictability. Anyway, I should stop talking. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go into the rectangle function. And we want to look for that adjust fixed position, and I don't see it, do you? There it is right there. That's not good. But it's not here. And that's probably important, but I don't think that's everything. Alright, so that's where that goes. And I have it here already. A little concerning to me, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see if I don't think it fixed the issue though. I don't think I ever even found the issue. So it is, if I have a rectangle that is filled, and then a triangle that is also filled. Okay, that worked. That's good. I'm happy about that. Rectangle, rectangle. Go triangle. Make it a little smaller. I don't know. Does it look like it? Yeah. I think it, I don't know. I've called this problem fixed several times and it has not been, so I'm really just hesitant to say that it's fixed this time. But it looks pretty fixed. Oh, look at that. That's not good. And then this is the problem. GPU connection lost. Ooh. So, if you don't already know, there is a new-ish renderer that just shipped to Chrome this year. And the renderer is sophisticated in that it talks to your GPU and allows for advanced hardware what that says. I bet you it's browser resource management. I bet you it's that. Let's see if we can see anything here. This is the heap snapshot. I've never done this before. I have no idea what I'm looking at here, to be honest. This is a lot of stuff. Something tells me that these objects are not being disposed properly. Let me refresh the game and take another snapshot. Okay, first impression, that went super much faster. Obviously, that snapshot. And the proportionality is pretty much the same. I didn't really get a good look at the size because the numbers are huge. But yeah, so we got 399,840 and then 4. Now let's just add a bunch of stuff. Definitely seems a little bit like it could be better responsive. Responsiveness does improve when I clear the board, but I think this problem is definitely occurring more frequent. We definitely are having some kind of memory exhaustion, which is like crazy in JavaScript, right? But let's see. Having to deal with memory management as a web developer is not normal. But here we are. One thing I know for sure is that I do want to cut down on those filling. Like, it doesn't need to fill every peg, like maybe every other peg. But right now I want to test something. We have the state history here, and we are pushing to it every time we do anything. Hover, actually no, every time we click. Let's just get rid of that right now, and see if there's an improvement in the memory issue that I'm assuming is a memory issue. It's still clunky. I really don't like that. So far, no crash, which is good. Still no crash. Obviously clunky, but no crash is really good. So I think that's what it is. We cannot be copying every single time the state history. And also, we're going to need to clear and limit the number of pegs we're going to be able to put on this board. Which might piss some people off, but hey, I mean, if the game doesn't crash, then, I mean, I think that's going to be a good thing. So, alright, the filling method, which I previously declared, is all wrong. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what I threw together for that. We'll take a look at rectangle, and we'll see how it's different from circle because it's important. For rectangle, we are iterating through the height and the width of a rectangle, which will be the integer number of pegs in either direction. And we are adding the peg at the position based on the offset from the center, and we do that by subtracting the half width from the origin, or the half height from the origin. So we're going back and up is where we're starting. And you can imagine that that's where back and up is the start from the center, where we'll have the mouse. Okay? Now, within that loop, we are adding a point for every position, or if it's not filled, we're continuing if it's not any of the outer positions, 0 or equal to the width or equal to the height. So that's for the rectangle. For the circle, for the triangle, it's similar to the rectangle. For the circle, however, we're doing this, which is insane. We're taking the radius and we are decrementing it until we get to 0. Which, by the way, I don't think it ever gets to 0. And then we are drawing another circle inside of it every single time. Now, that is definitely going wrong. Definitely going wrong. I know it's going wrong. Has to be. The way that we should be doing this, we should be getting a vicinity. Alright? The vicinity should be some kind of a function, and the function should take an x and a y and possibly a third parameter like radius and a fourth like width, and then that function should be able to return whether the given position is in the vicinity, and we should be able to use that with the find method on our pegs array to yield the positions and then fill them with pegs. But the positions don't exist, so we can't use a find method on the non-existent positions unless we project a rectangle as the range. We're capable of doing that if we consider that a circle is inside of a rectangle. Alright, I've done enough talking. I just want to make this happen. Alright, function get rectangle vicinity is what we want. What is this? This is returning an object that has x min, x max, y min, and y max. No, I want this to return an array of vec3s instead. No. What vec3s do I want, I guess? I guess this would be the ones, huh? Describing like the vicinity of this rectangle. Yeah. We'll say an object of these instead. Yeah, I'll change the prompt. Object of vec3s instead. Not use string, bro. Chill. X max, X min. X max is that one. X min. Oh wait, that's actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not, yeah, that's right. Actually, the names of those is correct. Okay, here we go. So, yeah? Is that it? Is that it? Wow. Okay. So in theory, we could use this for the circle fill. Let's see if we can. I mean, that looks really good. You know what I mean? So right here is where we would do that. So we can do const vicinity equals get circle vicinity. I don't know what it's doing at this point, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Selware? It's good to see you again. I featured you in one of my shorts. I didn't say your name though. I didn't think it was a good idea to do that. What's up, dude? I don't know why it's doing 3 positions. I really don't. But I'm gonna let it cook. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let it cook. I think that's it. Alright, let's see how that works. Yeah, fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. Alright. No crashes. That's good. Increase the radius there. Nah. Nah. Didn't work. And no errors. Alright, what's the deal? The vicinity here is going to be 4 positions. So I think that's good. I'm assuming that this is going to be like not the right thing. I think this is going to be, yeah, this is probably making a circle too big. So we have a peg radius coefficient and multiply that by that, and that should be good. So let's see. Radius 16, circle, filled, still nothing. Alright, let's start console logging stuff. What we do in this situation when we don't know what we're doing. Alright. Circle, radius, filled. Still not filled. And no messages? Well, that's the problem. What's the deal? We in a circle? We are. What's the deal? Alright, so again, circle, radius, filled. There we go. Now we got some messages here. Alright. What is it? Just making the world's tiniest rectangle? Yes. Ooh. Okay, well that's not right. That is not correct. Okay, well if it's too small, then maybe let's make it bigger. No, let's not do that. Let's keep this console log going. Let's see. Radius? Nope. Still a pretty damn small rectangle, right? Why is it so small? Let's see. Count is radius. No, count is not radius. No, that's not right. Count is not radius. I don't know what count is, to be honest. We could say it's 3. I don't know. I think that would define a circle. Okay. I mean, actually, that's a triangle, to be fair. But whatever. We can figure out how pointed we want the circle to be. Oh, now we have an error. I'm excited. I think we do. Damn. Oh. 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 That's not good. Just from going through this loop right here. Just from changing that to count, or changing that to hard-coded 3, that's insane. Hang on, bro. Hang on. Alright, well, what about 1? Rectangle, what are we doing? Triangle. Filled. Alright, well, at least it doesn't do it for 1. But that doesn't really help us. I know radius is not the right thing to put there. But, I mean, putting 3 there, that should not break it. That should not break it. Obviously. Obviously. Let me put this Visual Studio Code higher. Hold on. How the hell do I do this? One second. Put it higher than Chrome. There we go. I think that's good. And then I'll just adjust the positions, you know what I mean? Alright, so fill is still not working. It's not even getting in the loop. Because it's not even returning anything. And so I just put this back to 3 here. And 3 breaks it. It's completely broken. I'm not even gonna let that run. count should be fixed. Count should absolutely be fixed. But I mean, this doesn't even seem like it's... The circle vicinity is the pegs that we already have, right? But I mean, if we get the rectangle vicinity, what we want to do is we want to return like a filled rectangle with like 1,000 pegs. This vicinity is good. I don't want to do it with state. And I think I do want to do it with is preview. And I want to use the vicinity here. This is just going to draw each of the vicinity pegs. I guess I don't need the vicinity thing after all. The problem is that each of these functions directly mutates state without drawing the function. So I think I can do better with that. I think I can do a switch statement function and organize this a little bit better. So I think I have time for that. So circle, we're doing add circle, and you see we're passing in state here. That's what I want to change. First of all, I just want to make this circle. And I definitely want to get rid of that. I'm just going to delete that. YOLO. Delete that too. I have it all on GitHub, so don't worry. Then I don't want that. I just want... I don't want any count. I don't want that either. I don't want any count comments. I don't want angle step. I'm basically just stripping this whole thing out. I don't want any pegs, and I'm not going to return pegs. So this should take a rectangle and reduce it to a circle. Make circle. Yeah, so it's going to take an array of pegs and return an array of in the shape of a circle. It's going to take a rectangle, which is an array. The center of the array is not going to be rectangle 0. I don't think. No. I think we can just do it with a map function, right? Or yeah, okay, we'll make a filter function. A filter function. Function filter circle. Pegs, position, and radius. I just want to... Whatever. No. I want this to be a filter function. So it's going to take... what? A vec3? And it will take the radius every time. And that's literally it. Oh, we also need to know the center point. That's why it's begging me for the center point. How do we get the center point of a rectangle? It's easy. Find the midpoint of x and the midpoint of y. That's easy. That's what it was trying to do. So midpoint, position, and radius. So this is in circle radius. So this is still considering the first position as the midpoint, and we're not going to have that actually. And then the radius is also something that we are going to calculate. See? And clean that up a little bit. Alright, so let's work on the midpoint. That's not it. No. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Except I think we need to pass in the radius is all. Love the effort though. Absolutely love the effort. Alright, so we're reducing the rectangle, filtering it. We're not forgetting that end curly. Okay, now back over to add circle, which actually we don't have anymore. Cool, opportunity to make it. And I'm going to put it at the tippy top this time. Here. Is that really all we... Yeah, okay, so we just have to return make circle. What the heck just happened? What did I just do? But where is everything? Oof, that tripped me out for a second. Yo, Rusterize, what's up, bro? I'm trying to do a major overhaul here with the shapes. Okay, so I think all we do is return the circle there. But for the midpoint, like, we're gonna need to know that, huh? No. So the rectangle is what we're gonna need, like I thought. So const rectangle equals add rectangle. We don't have. Yeah, that's actually not it. So make circle. We pass in the rectangle, but we don't have a function yet to make the rectangle. But the rectangle we kind of do. So okay, we're not going to use the rectangle to make a rectangle. That's ridiculous. We take the height and the width, and we take position first. Position, height, and width. Like that. We're not using pegs. We can immediately get the midpoint. That's not the midpoint, though. Is it? That is the midpoint. That is the midpoint. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can immediately get the midpoint. We don't want to do that. We do want the let pegs, actually. Let pegs. And then we want, yeah, we want that. Yeah, we want that. We want that. This is what we want. Yeah, we want that. Exactly. We want that. The only thing we don't want, and this is where we can kind of make things a little bit nicer on the compiler. Not the compiler, but the renderer. But just for essential sake, what we need to do is adjust the position of this. Like this, to a fixed position. Alright. Now we have a make rectangle function. We should be good to finish the circle. So we're trying to make a rectangle and then reduce the rectangle into a circle. It's a different method of doing this. So here's the rectangle. Not add rectangle, but make rectangle. Okay, give it a second. Now what the heck is that? No. It's gotta be radius. Because it's basically a square. And a square has the... Oh no, dude, you broke your toe. That sucks, dude. There's nothing you can do about that. Don't let... If somebody tries to tell you that you could put, like, have surgery or something, don't let him jip you. Actually, you know what? You might be from a country that has free healthcare, so disregard if so. But still, yeah, we don't treat broken toes. Basically, just keep off of it. All right, so we need this into our circle function. That's basically it. Turning the pegs here. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that that's the right thing. I believe so. Let's see. All right, this is a huge overhaul. I wouldn't be surprised if. Yeah. We already have declared radius. Where? 171. Okay, yeah, we don't need to redeclare the radius. I do want to adjust this, huh? just in case. Seems like it's been coming in clutch so far. Unexpected token export. This is a pretty big issue. We got like a missing end parentheses somewhere. This goes all the way to the bottom. This is a very unfortunate error that we have here because we just did a lot of coding and I missed it. Oh, it's right here. Ha. Got it. All right. Circle not working. All the way to the top here. Undefined. The rectangle is undefined. Okay, so add circle. And then yeah, we have to make rectangle here, and yeah, we're not returning the pegs. That would make sense why it's not defined. Something else? Something else is undefined. Peg. Dot position. Okay, let's console log rectangle. Back to circle. Radius. Not too much on the console. Here's the rectangle. I see a lot of vec3s in this rectangle. Okay. And yet the reduce function I see. So it thinks it's returning pegs, but it's actually returning vec3s. Should it return pegs? I think it should return pegs. I think it makes sense to make the pegs and then reduce them. Or just wind up with a list of vec3s in the end and then draw the pegs. That might be it. Let's go with that route. I don't know what I said before. I gotta go soon, so I gotta wrap this up. Make circle is the function. Add circle. And peg dot position is wrong, which is not my fault. Another undefined, but further along in the thing. So it's saying now that midpoint is undefined. Let's take a look. Should be defined at that point. It shouldn't be dot position ever. So that's wrong. It's just the actual thing itself. It's not dot position. This is also not dot position. And we can just rename this to position, because these are lists of positions. And we can change this comment too, because that's now outdated. Alright, so now we have an array of positions. Our rectangle also is pushing an array of positions. I can see where we kind of got split-brained on this. Yeah, so we have an array of positions that we will draw at the end, which I think makes sense to me. Draw it once it's all done and hashed out. Okay, so back to add circle. We got the make rectangle. We got the make circle, but we need something else. This is only an array of positions now. Alright. Let's see it. Alright. Obviously not a circle, but that's okay. We just have a little problem. Looks like a big problem, but it is a little problem. I've seen this problem before. It's little. So, what is the problem? Our rectangle is too much. It's being too much right now. But it does look positioned correctly, though. Let's see. Circle. Radius. Gotta really reduce it to actually see it. It looks more or less positioned correctly. It looks like the quadrant is off of that center, but that's not even a thing right now. So when we do the make circle, obviously our step is wrong. I'm wondering if we were just passing in the radius incorrectly. Let's see. Should we be passing in radius times peg radius? Yeah, I think so. Or that, possibly. Yeah. Let's see what we get when we use that radius instead. Ooh, we break it. Alright. At least we got errors. Okay, we got errors. That's good. Errors is good. Assignment to a constant. Yeah, of course. So, new variable, scaled radius. The scaling should be something that happens also separately, you know what I mean? Whatever. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'll make more games in the future. Make it the right way. Okay, so the scaling is correct now. At least. I can already tell I'm gonna like this. Once I get it right. But I think that'll be for next time. This is actually a really good stopping point. This is actually a really good stopping point, believe it or not. But alright guys, that's it for today. There may be a stream later today, so watch out for that. We may be finishing this up, but if not, then I'll probably hop on tomorrow and show you guys same time. Alright, what do you say? Shall we adjourn? Alright guys, peace out. Thanks, brother. See you on the next one.